W's for wins and W's for Wednesday, and that's where we're at. Let's go. Let's make some money. Hold on. Mike's going to show up. Wow. Mike's here. Well, I'll tell you what, you're on time a lot. You know that?
I am. I am.
And Ray's here. Ray will have some of his friends. As you can see, Ray's still got the do. Still got the do.
Yeah, still haven't cut the hair.
Don't ever cut the hair. I'm thinking the same thing. All right. Don't forget, PointsBet, new users. We've got a deal for you. Got links below. Sign up. It's called 300 for 300, folks. $300 worth of bets in the first 30 days. You get $300 worth of free bets. You just got to bet $300 worth in 30 days. Nobody does that. It's a very cool program. Get in on that promo right now. And don't forget, if you want a month free of the Fantasy Optimizer, email me, Bob at OddsJam.com. And the OddsJam Partner Program link is below in the description. 50% revenue share, man. Great program. And Ray is with us. Ray, I got to start off. Mike, I don't know if you've seen his tweets here lately. I love these tweets where he's paying for dinner and he's paying for golf by Arbin. Great stuff.
Yeah, I went and played 9 holes this morning. Got up at like 6:15, so could fit it in before work. And didn't play great, but played all right. And yeah, I hit an ARB for $15 afterwards. So that was what the greens fee was. There
you go. Got Justin, what's up? How you doing? Tony's here. Hi, Mr. Feudo. We were just talking about you. Afternoon, fellas. Let's get some winners. Thoughts on Ray growing out the hair?
We love it.
You know, I do too. I'd like to see a ponytail.
No, that will not be happening.
Oh, come on, dude.
No.
You got to get it long to where, it's way down here.
Yeah.
No.
Like a rock and roller.
Yeah, that's not my vibe.
That's fine. The vibe. Listen, he's got the vibe going with what he's got right now. So let's just stick with that, man.
Paul, I'm just going to ask you, don't you think he'd look good in a ponytail? All right. Just Incredible. Can I ask a fantasy football question? My fantasy football sources are getting too hard to reach nowadays. Of course, you can ask a fantasy football question. We probably got the answers. Ray, don't you think we're experts at this?
We might. I'm curious as to what his sources are that are so hard to reach.
Yeah, good point. Good point. All right, let's see what he says here, Mike. Oh, that's my boy. Oh, did that happen?
Yeah, it did.
Game to the Bucs? Oh, I missed that. Wow.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Wow.
Absolutely huge.
Where is Claire? I want to have her on the show. I can't get a hold of her. Sorry, Paul. I don't know how to get a hold of her. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Who would you rather start in the flex? Brian Robinson, Christian Watson, or David Montgomery? Ooh. 0.5 PPR.
That's I got to go with Watson.
Yeah, I don't have a
Is
great...
he more of a...
Well, I mean, you're playing Detroit here on Thursday night. I mean, the Commanders are playing the Eagles. I'm not sure, Brian Robinson is going to have a big day against them in that defense. I've got to lean towards Watson here, man.
All right, I'm with you, and Jacob's with you too. And the wonderful Claire says, "Hey Bob, I'm tuned in. I'm also super curious about fantasy football. Is it a good strategy to pick players based upon physical attractiveness?" I can tell you from experience that is not a good way to go because I did that one year.
Yeah, you'd probably have Jimmy as your quarterback, and that wouldn't be going too hot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well,
we saw Seattle. We saw Seattle against Detroit have success throwing the football, pretty well. Matter of fact, they really didn't get a lot on the ground that game with Kenneth Walker only having 43 yards, but Geno Smith threw for 328 in that overtime win for Seattle. So I definitely think Watson's the play to go with, man. I think he'll have some good numbers against that Lions secondary.
Now, you guys may disagree with me here, and I really don't care whether you do, but Geno Smith throwing for 300 yards consistently. When Dan Marino recently said that if he was playing nowadays in his prime, he'd throw for 6,000 yards every year. That's no BS, guys. I mean, Geno Smith.
Insane, though.
Huh?
6,000 is pretty insane, though.
He threw for 5,400 back in the 80s when they actually hit quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any doubt that a guy like Dan Marino could put up some monster numbers. But, it's hard to say. It really is hard to say. What
I'm saying is that, it's offense. It's what they tried to make this game into. And by the way,
there's no doubt if a guy like Kirk Cousins played in the 80s, he would not throw for, as many yards as he is now. I don't think by a long stretch.
That's the under on the San Francisco Giants runs anytime Logan Webb is pitching. Okay.
Yeah, he gets no run support. I don't know if he's going to go again this weekend, though.
Raymond, I am foreclosing on my home. I put my last reserves in my bank account on your Jets plus 10.5. Zach Wilson stole my home. You got some great people here.
Oh, my gosh. That is.
I love the Twins minus 1.5 tonight. It was all over the EV page all friggin' day long.
I like that.
That's a banger. Hey, not only does Alex not like Zach Wilson, did you hear Joe Namath go off on him? He does not think Zach Wilson needs to be a quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, well, pretty fair take.
That's Broadway Joe talking. Okay, that's a guy who did a pantyhose commercial back in his day. Okay,
well they got that Aaron Rodgers guy. What happened there, huh? I mean,
that was a bad break. Bad break. No two ways about it. Trevor Siemian to the rescue. Oh God, Jets should get Cooper Rush or Kirk Cousins. Oh yeah,
I've heard a lot about Kirk Cousins being a possibility. That would be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting.
Kirk Cousins is a solid quarterback. I do think that he is a very good there's no doubt that if they had Kirk Cousins, they're right back in the mix for being a playoff team. With Zach Wilson, they're dead in the water, man. There's no chance they're getting in the playoffs. I mean, it's over. It's time to pack up and think about next year.
Ray, we haven't gotten your take on this. What did you think about the Dolphins and their performance? 5 touchdowns from the running backs, no Jalen Waddle, 70 points, 4th time that's happened in NFL history. I asked Mike yesterday, we keep talking that they're the real deal. Tua is really a top-notch NFL quarterback, guys?
I think so in that offense. I mean, I watched McDaniel as a Niner fan under Shanahan, and I'm kind of missing what he brings to the table. No complaints about our offense, but my immediate thought watching that was like, oh boy, Shanahan's going to lose to McDaniel in the Super Bowl, and I'm going to be miserable again.
Well, listen, here's what I learned from this past Sunday. If you're going to choose a game or a week to score 70 points, make sure it's on a week or a game that Taylor Swift is not at, because nobody will care if you score 70 points if she's at the football game, man. I mean, it's going to be way down in the headlines at the bottom, man. So for Miami, take notes. Make sure that Taylor Swift will not be in an NFL stadium. Do that again, and I think more people will talk about it,
That's true.
Yeah, Dolphins are scary. Yeah, I'm taking the Bills this weekend.
I'm not high on the Bills.
Me either, man. Bob's I don't know what he's thinking. I'm loving Miami.
Knocking the Dolphins off their perch.
I will say, what is that line now? When I looked, it was a sketchy line.
It's -2.5, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bills might be the kind of fade the public play here, but I don't know if that's the right call. The Bills just have not impressed me.
I will say this: the only thing that does worry me is Miami coming off of that game where they score 70 points.
Big
Buffalo is not really. I mean, there's still some people skeptical about the Bills, so a lot of hype surrounding Miami right now. It does feel like maybe this is the spot to fade Miami, but I just believe, I really do. I think they get the job done. I'm gonna still stick with Miami, no matter what here. But it does seem like a logical spot to say, hey, the Bills are gonna end up winning this game. I mean, because
isn't this a logical? Isn't this a fade? Isn't this a fade?
Yeah. By kind of the gambler's book, it probably is.
Probably, yeah.
But I'm way more confident in the Dolphins than the Bills long term.
Yeah.
But this week, yeah, the play might be the Bills this week. The
only thing for me with Buffalo, they have a couple of blowout wins here in a row against the Commanders and Raiders, though. The disappointing loss against the Jets. This is really, for the Bills, their first good test. The quality of football they've been having to play. They haven't had to play great football to beat a Raiders and Commanders team. I mean, you got Miami, who is, I get they've played Denver, but this past week, but New England and the Chargers, both two really good wins for them. I feel like Miami's pretty battle tested early here for this game.
Oh, the key is going to be Tua staying healthy. By the way, Ray,
or if Allen decides to get on a turnover, frenzy, then we'll be looking at Miami for sure win that game.
Ray, does Claire bet sports?
She does not yet, at least.
Okay. Are you teaching her?
Started to try a little bit.
What would a 50-point alternate spread have paid? Oh my God. Are you kidding me? In that game?
I don't even know if they offer them that high.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been crazy.
No kidding. All right. Well, we won the night before and got a parlay to come through. And Tony was here last night. Mike and I and Justin in the chat tried to come up with one. It didn't come through. She's looking
the
to
Cubs,
get into
we really liked Cubs money line last night, and they
that game. Yeah, they really blew that game.
Yes.
that was probably the right play, but
it was looking so good. I actually parlayed the Cubs money line and the Reds money line last night in a parlay, and I cashed out because here's the thing: at the time, the Cubs were up 6-0 still. It was the Reds and Guardians. The Reds were up 9-7, but I really was not sure how much I trusted the Reds. And here it was the Cubs that blew it, but I'm glad I cashed out because the Cubs ended up being the team that blew that thing.
And he quintupled his money. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He quintupled his money off of that one bet. So good deal. Got to cash out early.
Yeah, it felt right. It felt like the right move to make, and the Cincinnati ends up scoring another run, winning 10-7. But again, there's a reason I cashed out, I guess, because I would have been so irate to be, pretty well thinking I've got it wrapped up, and then the Cubs fall apart like that. I mean, unreal.
All right, we're going to get to putting a parlay together here, guys, and we got MLB tonight. Don't try to throw in any preseason hockey games, Mike. Okay?
Okay.
We're not doing that. You know what? The Giants are playing the Padres. Webb is on the mound. I'm going first.
He's not on the mound tonight.
Oh, he's not. Oh,
okay. In general. Yeah.
So this one is like a toss-up game, isn't it?
Yeah. It's kind of a gross game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll stay away from that. Let me share my screen to tell you what I'm going to get to. All right. Then you guys can make some picks and we can put this parlay together. I think I'm looking at Dodgers. Dodgers and Rockies. Rockies just lost their 100th game. That should be, cause for big celebration. Look at the -1.5 is -152. So just tell me right now, guys, are you going to be ticked off at me if I take the Dodgers -2.5 tonight?
No.
I'm doing it. Dodgers -2.5. That's going to start
off, but I don't know how much I love it. I mean,
okay, you talk me out of it if you want to. If not, make a pick.
It's your pick. Go with it, Bobby.
I'm going with it. I like it. Who's going next?
I'll go ahead and go. Let's go to the Rangers on the money line tonight.
Okay. Let me get there.
I think they'll bounce back. Had a 6-game winning streak snapped last night to the Angels, so I think they get the job done here tonight.
I'd say so at -160. They're better. Let's see where that puts us. All right.
Hey,
+225.
Don't be hating.
That wasn't a hate. That wasn't a hate at all. And by the way, we've got A-Train on the show tomorrow night. Just want to remind people of that. And Merce will be on Friday. Okay. Ray, what do you got? Giants?
All right. I said it was gross, but I am going to the Giants-Padres game, and I'm going with the over 8.5.
The over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Manaya's on the mound for the Giants. He's been better of late, but he's still not very good. And then
that's how you say his name, Manaya?
Sean Manaea, yeah.
I thought it was Manea. I'm sorry.
No, it is a confusing name, but yeah, the announcers and everything say Manaea. Okay. And
Manaea.
the Padres pitcher is not very good either. It's Matt Waldron. And yeah, it's gross, but I think they score runs.
Okay. Well, this is a gross slate. We got the Dodgers -2.5 over the Rockies, the Rangers on the money line against the Angels, and over 8.5 total runs between the Padres and the Giants, meaning that we have to wait until the late game to even find out whether we win.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'll be watching the Giants tonight. I'm more interested in Mariners Astros.
Yeah. That'll be an interesting game.
Yeah, I'm ready for that one.
Yeah, last game of the season series, and they're a half game apart.
Yep, that's the big game tonight for sure. It definitely will be watching the Rangers, just not because of our parlay, but because obviously they need to win that game. I mean, they can't mess around here either. After that 6-game winning streak, they haven't. It's not like they have a ton of separation here. So not a lot of room for error for the Rangers either. They need to get the job done. And then, I mean, I would be interested in this Cubs-Braves game, but after the Cubs let us down last night, I hope they lose tonight bad.
Wow, dude. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, of course, man. They cost us money. I mean, Justin Steele did what he had to do. I mean, he did end up giving up the 3 runs, but even that, he got him deep enough into the game, and what more can you ask?
All right. We got, I got it. Over 8.5. Rangers money line, Dodgers -2.5. Let me get this put together, and I'll get it sent to you, Mike.
Sounds like a plan. I'm going to jump over here to the positive EV page.
Okay.
While you're doing that, actually, I'm checking the parlay builder here. I need a same game parlay on PointsBet, kind of rolling around, seeing what I can come up with. The first one it's showing me, we got Brewers -0.5 on the first 5. So that definitely looks solid. Over 2.5 for the first 3 inning total runs, over 2.5.
That's a creative parlay.
Yeah.
That's very creative. Now the question is, can you bet it on? You can bet it on PointsBet, huh? +260.
Yeah, I selected PointsBet as the book that you see right here.
Okay.
That's the book I'm choosing.
I mean, that's interesting. That's an interesting.
I rolled with one last night. The one I rolled with last night did not hit. There's not a lot on the positive EV page on PointsBet right now then again, it has to be a same game parlay because it's a same game parlay free bet. So that one does intrigue me a little bit. I mean, I do look for some runs to be scored probably early with that pitching matchup potentially. I mean, Thompson for the Cardinals, I mean, he's not that great. I could see Milwaukee being the team that scores the majority of those. And then that would help us on the first half run line. So that's definitely one I think I might lock in, Bob.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Probably not a bad idea at all, Mike. I'm looking at this now. What did you put down as your minimum odds, like +200?
+200. This one's +260. So I think I would roll with that. I mean, first one that pops up, I mean, I could re-roll, but I mean, I think that one's pretty solid.
You've got, man, this is another one. Here's one that just popped up. Padres and Giants under 4.5 first half total runs, and first 3 innings money line Padres.
I'll stay away from that one.
Okay.
I kind of like this one better.
Okay. Let's hit another one. Oh, forget that. First inning money line 3-way, a draw. Oh,
yeah.
No. We'll stay away from that one. No, we'll stay away from that one too. They're coming up with all kinds of combinations here.
Right.
Rangers, first half money line 3-way, and the Rangers first half run line -0.5. Can you do that in a same game parlay? Actually do 2 money lines? Well, it's a money line and a run line.
Yeah.
Can you do that? You can't get away with it usually.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem likely.
I know usually they'll kick out one of them. Cardinal. Here's another one. No runs first inning. This might be a good one, Mike.
Share your screen.
All right. Cardinals and Brewers. Hang on. Cardinals and Brewers with a Nerfy.
Yeah.
Okay. And the Cardinals with no runs in the first inning. So their team total would be under 0.5. That's an interesting one. That's +250.
Mm-hmm.
And let's do another one here. These are
kind of fun.
Well, that one, of course, they're not going to score if the Nerfy hits. So I doubt those would go together either.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so. That's why I'm
I don't think it
confused
will.
on these. Yeah, I think you're right. Try your other one. You know what I'm going with, don't you?
What?
Astros money line and under.
Okay.
I do kind of like the under in that game. I think that will be a tense, close game.
Well, yeah, it's playoff baseball now.
Yeah. Yep,
I mean,
we're almost to October.
Yeah, we're almost there. Man, I think I kind of like. I do like Houston tonight.
It's
you
an
do
under
like
8.
the under.
It's plus 240. That's what I'm rolling with. I just placed it. PointsBet. I don't know whether you knew this or not. Ray has had 150 days of free bets.
Wow.
Yes. So
yeah, we don't have PointsBet here in Arizona.
Do you like a nerfy Mike in the Yanks Blue Jays game?
That's a great pitching matchup. The odds might be steep, but I do think it's more likely than not that the nerfy hits. Let me look for the odds here.
Yeah, I mean, I do expect Cole to hold up his end, but who's Toronto got going tonight?
I believe it's Barrios.
He's iffy sometimes, man. On first innings, he burned me last time, I think.
Yeah, correct.
That's going to be my worry there. That's going to be my worry.
The nerfy's in the minus 135 range.
Yeah.
I mean, I do ultimately like it, but I'm real nervous about with Barrios on the mound, man.
So he put 135 on the nerfy and won $100.
Yeah. I mean,
6 outs, Mike. That's what you always tell me.
And the good news is Yankees bat first, so at least if you're getting to the bottom of the first, you're looking good with Cole on the mound, I believe. So you get the bat out of the way early, But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think we can go with the nerfy there. I'll roll with it. He did burn me last time. He worries me, but let's roll with it.
I think I'm going to hit it right now. Yeah, because it starts in 39 minutes. I'm hitting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would roll with it. I mean, definitely you have to look at Seattle and Houston for nerfy potential too.
On BetMGM, it's minus 150.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, wow is right.
But other than that, I would say that one and Houston, Seattle are the two nerfies that I would roll with tonight. Other than that, don't really see anything I like a lot.
Okay.
I mean, Rangers, Angels does have potential, but I'll stay away from that.
PointsBet has that nerfy at minus 160. So.
Yeah, I looked at FanDuel when I saw it's minus 136 at FanDuel.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm just going to put 25 on it. See what happens. There we go. All right. This weekend, football, we got Thursday night football tomorrow night. Anything, Ray, you're seeing? It's football season, man. Lions, Packers. I expect the Lions to go into Green Bay and win. And St. Brown likes playing in Lambeau Field and has had some great games there.
Yeah, did you see the stat that it's like the first time they're favored at Lambeau since like the 70s or something?
Yeah, I know. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, here we go. OddsJam parlay. Orioles, Tigers, Phillies, Braves, Twins, Dodgers. D-backs,
nice.
what they want.
So you've got one leg down already. That's good.
Yeah. I like it. Why not? Why not?
I agree with you. All right. That's all we got. Are the Niners winning this weekend, Ray?
Yeah, they got the Cardinals at home, who are frisky. They just beat the Cowboys, but Niners are favored by 14, so they should.
Yeah, I think Niners roll. Cardinals got that out of their system, and Niners won't.
Do they cover, guys? Niners cover.
14 is a lot in the division too.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm going to touch that.
So I'm taking. You want to take the Cardinals plus 14?
I might. It's also a look ahead spot for the Niners with the Cowboys week 5. So yeah, I might lean Cardinals plus 14.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I think I would too. I mean, ultimately the Niners will win, and it may be 10 plus points. Just 14 seems a little bit high. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
All right. Good job, guys. Great show as always. Let's win this parlay so I can give away some money. I gave away some money earlier this week. It's kind of like, Terry's money. This is Bob's money, but I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to give away. I wish I did. All right. That ends it. We did it. You guys have a great night. Thank you, Justin. As always, Stephen Batza, Claire, the wonderful Claire. I've got to have you on this show. That's all there is to it. And Tony.
Maybe, Bob, if she wants to get into betting, I'll have her book a call with you.
Hey, whatever we got to do, it don't matter. And by the way, Alex Sutton for the great comedic line of the night. Zach Wilson stole my phone.